Good morning, everyone. Well, first of all, I would like to thank you all for being here with us today, celebrating Algerian women, celebrating the Algerian youth, celebrating the Algerian society as a whole, which actually women are still a very effective part and partial of it. Well, today's my talk it could be actually universal. It's for everyone in this planet, but I will actually make it specific to the Algerian youth and also more specific to the Algerian woman as well. Well, you can actually like still concentrate with that or with me, no problem. But let me ask this question. First of all, this way. Do I look cool? Okay. So knowing that actually we are at the end of the period of exams and all of that, let's ask the question of who had the opportunity to watch a movie last week? Huh? Okay. So who was luckier and had the opportunity to go to the cinema actually to watch a movie? Oh my God, seems like you have some workaholic people in here. No one watches movies. Okay, so seeing that actually some people are not really into movies, today we're going to talk about something which is really important, and it's actually this concept originated from movies and cinemas and all of that. It's called the persistence of vision. Persistence of vision, we're going to take it today and project it on actually the level of life. Not only in the cinemas, in the seat of cinemas and seat of movies, but actually, let's see how persistence of vision can actually take us to a whole new level. So, since this concept comes from the cinema and the movie, let's see what is it? What is it at the first place? So, people say, or let's say experts, actually, experts define it to be the after image that our eyes keep after just seeing one frame. And then having this fact that actually you have an after image, it will after image, another after image, another after image, and this is going to be perceived as the motion or what we have at the end of the day, movies. So we know that actually our eyes keeps this after image for 1/16 seconds. However, in fact, if you come to actual reality, our brains are more capable of actually keeping a vision for whole life. And not only for 1/16 second, but for whole life. How is that, you may be wondering? Well, coming from Wurgla, where actually we have a lot of date palms and all of that, my father used to take us every single weekend to our oasis, and we used to help him actually around with the crop and all of that, and collecting the dates and all of that. I should have brought some digletnon, I know. But okay, so, and one day, I remember I was like 12 years old or something, and I told my dad, I don't want to just like collect the dates, the ones actually on the ground. I want to get up there and get the dates from the palm date. And he was like, okay, why not? Let's go. And I owe him a lot for this. He didn't say you're a woman, you cannot do that. He said, okay, Chada, just like you did your bicycle the very first time, you remember how actually like you ran your bicycle? Put one foot here, put the other there, and keep your head up. Just see that date palm you want to get. And don't look anywhere else. You may see around if there is a throne or something, if there is actually a throne that you want to keep away, but keep your vision fixed on that date over there. I did so, and yes, in half a day, I learned how actually to get the dates, not just from the ground, but from the date palm over there. How's that? By actually having my vision fixed in there. Well, this is actually one example. And we all know Jim Carrey, who is the very famous actor, or maybe since you don't watch movies, I don't know if you know him or not. Do you? Okay, so we know that actually the famous Jim Carrey, one day, and before he became actually this famous actor, one day what did he do? He just wrote a check to himself, dated 5 years later, and then he wrote the amount of money he wants to have 5 years from now. What happened at the end? 5 years later, he surpassed that amount. You see how actually it's really fundamental and imperative to have something at the end of your road, something that shows you what the path to take, something that actually it can tell you, yes, you're going the right way, or no, you're not going so. So we may persist in our vision, we may have the vision clear and all of that, but how do we really achieve it? That's why I call it the cat way. Anyone here who likes cats? Oh my God, you're not fans of everything? Anything? Come on, guys. Okay, so the cat way is something, just 3 letters, as you see, C-A-T. C, the first, is celebrating your achievements. You remember how my father told me, Chada, just the same way you did your bicycle, you can do this as well? So the first step into actually getting that vision really fulfilled is to celebrate your achievements. And to know that actually you did great, and you just like the same way you did that before, you can do it again as well. This is C. A is acknowledging your weaknesses. Acknowledging your weaknesses because that's the only way that actually you can make sure you're overcoming them and you're aware and conscious of what you have did before, and then you can do it later on. Again, when we were actually trying to have the thrones before away, when he told me, just like sometimes you may look behind if there is a throne or something in the way, that was part of acknowledging the weaknesses. And the last part is T, which is taking a step forward. The most important thing in your vision. Well, if you have your vision fixed at the end of the road, yet you're staying here, where I am, just like Nassim said, stay in this red carp, and you're not doing anything. Will we achieve actually something? Never. We won't. Unless you take a step forward, that vision will not be fulfilled. And then taking a step forward reminds me of something. Thank you, whoever brought that. So actually this remembers me of something, which is taking a step forward. Just a few days ago, when I was in Cairo, I have met Omar Samra. I don't know if some of you are familiar with him or not, but he is one of the very few Arab and Egyptians who actually were able to climb the summit Everest. And believe it or not, he was asthmatic. Oh yes, he is asthmatic. When he was 16 years old, he dreamed that he wanted to get into Everest summit, and he made it a challenge for himself. He trained and trained and trained and trained and hard until actually he started with, just like hiking, he started with the very low mountains. And then after all, he is now coming back from actually North Pole and South Pole after finishing the long journey of Everest summit. And that's a person who had an asthma. Again, actually taking an action and celebrating achievements and acknowledging our weaknesses while on the middle of the road persisting in our vision. This reminds us that a vision after a vision after a vision will give us the motion of our life. Just like the same way we have it in movies and videos. While experts in movies tell us that actually the persistence of vision is a theory to apply with movies, we tell them that we can apply it in life as well. We can apply it in life the way that actually we have a vision after vision, we achieve it, and we actually have that motion going on. Yes, we can achieve it. Last thing I remember also, and actually have it related to this, is when I was in the 3rd year of my high school, while having the baccalaureate exam at the end, and by the way, we wish all the luck to all our baccalaureate candidates, I worked really hard, really, really hard. And then I had actually just wanted to get that score of 18, no matter what. And it was actually waking up early and all of that. And even I used to dream with it. I used to dream that actually I'm taking that score of 18. At the end of the day, I didn't get 18. So what? Do we just actually say that, yes, we persisted and we did anything, yet actually we didn't reach what we want, and then we go back? No, it's not the end. That's why, from the very beginning, I said the persistence of vision and not the persistence of goals, because goals may be flexible. We can actually get from a goal to another, but the vision is set. I had the vision of being a person who is actually impactful in the local society and has an impact, and I think that actually I'm there with that goal or with another. But at the end of the day, all what we want to say is the vision is there. And the vision is all what clarifies the path to you. Set your vision right. Set your vision right and persist on it. Not only 1/16th of a second, but for an entire life. As just like our Excellency Ambassador said, she said, be the champion. I would say, set your vision and be the champion woman.